There isn't a Democrat in this country who doesn't believe it's time to impeach Trump. And yes, I know, I just used a double negative, but it's only to drive home the point that the Democrats need to stop being so gun-shy about impeachment. Trump has crossed the Rubicon long ago. We are under authoritarian rule now, and every day Trump and his gang of thieves dismantle democracy even more, with a little here and a little there. Democrats need to go on the attack now while they still have a chance. And I'm not the only one who thinks it's time for impeachment. Conservative political scientist Norman Ornstein is saying it too. I'm going to show video of Ornstein laying out an impeachment strategy that would work and that Democrats need to get behind. It's easy to see why a conservative would want to start impeachment. There may not be any conservatives left in the House or Senate. They seem to have sold their souls to the MAGA movement, but there are plenty of conservatives like Ornstein who are outside of Congress, and their first political priority is conserving democracy. And like Democrats, they are horrified at how Trump is systematically shredding the Constitution, helped along by a corrupt Supreme Court who show no hesitation of acting extrajudicially to keep Trump in power. Their presidential immunity ruling was so anti-Constitution, it caught even cynical law professors off guard with how terribly political it was. They're tossing out nationwide injunctions, which they had no problem with when Biden was president, is equally anti-Constitution and creates a legal quagmire for the country and an open door for Trump to act illegally. And as we all know, Trump is acting illegally at every turn. He's illegally occupying cities with federal troops. He is illegally imposing tariffs, as an appeals court just ruled. He is illegally deporting people, which the courts have also ruled against. And as a result, he openly defies the courts with no consequences. And lawlessness is just the tip of the iceberg. Trump operates with obvious cognitive deficiencies that the media deems unworthy of reporting on, despite the fact that they laid ready to pounce on Biden the second he showed signs of hesitation and locution problems, despite consistently displaying lucidity and sharp attention. Toss onto that heat the other obvious signs of physical compromise and decline: the swollen ankles, the bruising on the hands, the inability to walk in a normal stride. The White House is criminally covering up all of Trump's incapacities because they know it leads to one place, the 25th Amendment. And this is where Democrats in particular are failing to take advantage of Trump's weaknesses. It's clear to everyone that Trump is incapable of doing anything by himself. His regime is responsible for ripping this country to shreds. Military occupation depends on Pete Hegseth, who can't go a month without a security violation. RFK Jr. is tearing apart public health and is getting people killed in the process. And even cosplaying Kristi Noem is necessary for Trump to carry out his racist war on brown people. And still, Democrats are afraid to act. Well, Norm Ornstein is saying enough is enough. Ornstein is saying it's time for impeachment and that the recipe for success is taking Trump's feet out from under him.
What should Democrats do at this moment? Because I am not sure that existing Democratic leadership can make the necessary pivot.
Lots of individual members understand this, and we've had some great individual actions. But a couple of things, Ali. The first is what Trump and the Republicans have done so successfully is to flood the zone with scandal after outrage every single day, and they all wash over. And most Americans who don't pay close attention don't know about a lot of this stuff. Democrats need to focus. The way to attack flooding the zone is to have a single message each day and a core message for a week and use every avenue in the Congress and outside to do so. And I'll add one more thing, Ali, which is a little more extreme. I think we need to use impeachment now. It's a dirty word, in part because of what the Republicans did with Mayorkas, the then Secretary of Homeland Security. Impeach RFK Jr. You can have a privileged resolution on the floor of the House. They can't block it. It supersedes all other work. You get a debate, and we can talk about, with all the different clauses you could build in, the outrageous things that this monster is doing to damage lives and end up with people being killed. Do the same thing with Tulsi Gabbard. Do the same thing with Kristi Noem.
Interestingly, the point that Ornstein didn't make before running out of time is that a step-by-step impeachment process can lead to a stacking of success process that has distinct advantages. First of all, it can swing momentum towards impeaching Trump, whose brand is already deeply damaged. It can taint the waters for upcoming elections, destroying the Republican and MAGA brand. And the corollary to that is that it taints the brand if J.D. Vance manages to push Trump aside and try to take power. Lastly, starting impeachment procedures demonstrates to everyone that the Democratic Party is willing to fight, not just stand behind a program, not just stand behind a podium and express outrage. The time for Chuck Schumer and his angrily written notices is over. Voters are looking for action as proof that politicians are actually going to fight for them. Those who aren't need to step aside and let the warriors throw Trump to the lions. I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupy Democrats.